Hello, citizens of the planet. Welcome back to Monday Musings with Larry Lelli. And this is another drum-tastic episode, so you are warned, you're aware. This week I wanted to talk about, continue talking about subbing on a drum book for a musical theater production. It could be on Broadway or it could be anywhere at a regional theater near you. And to continue the conversation that I was having last time about, ways of preparing before one goes in to sub on a book. And one of the most important relationships within a Broadway orchestra is the relationship between the drummer and the conductor. It's very, very important that those two people are on the same page, and especially that the conductor knows that the drummer has their back, so to speak. Because, like I said before, the drummer has such a powerful position within the orchestra that it can really train wreck a show, especially a dance show. If the drummer isn't right with the conductor and doesn't if they don't understand what the conductor is asking for, etc. So, one of the things that I do when I'm preparing to go in and sub on a Broadway show for another one of my drummer friends is when I'm in there observing, you always watch at least once, sometimes twice, or maybe even 3 times on a really difficult book, is I go in there and I pay very, very close attention to the conductor and the conductor's style and where the drummer is placing the beat in relationship to that conductor. Some conductors like when the time and the orchestra is right on the stick, and so that means everybody has to be really watching and really paying attention and being able to anticipate, if it's a string instrument or a wind instrument, to actually have a prep so that they can all come in together at the same time with the downbeat. Or some conductors like to conduct way ahead of the beat no matter what is going on, and I will watch that and watch how the drummer responds to the conductor. There are some situations where it looks, and you can see this too if you go to an orchestra concert, and sometimes you will see that it looks like the conductor is conducting a totally different piece the way the orchestra is responding to the conductor. But so I pay particular attention to that, because when it's my turn to go in and sit there and play drums, that conductor needs me to respond to him or her in the same way that the regular drummer does. Otherwise it's going to be chaos in the orchestra, and then the conductor is going to be trying to make corrections, and it could throw everybody off, and the tempos can be unstable and all sorts of things like that. So something to think about for those of you who are thinking about subbing on musical theater shows. So your assignment for this week, or for the future, is next time that you are at a live musical performance where there is a conductor and an orchestra, take a moment at some point to just watch the conductor and see how the orchestra is responding to that conductor and where they are placing the beat in relationship to the conductor's style and beat pattern, etc. Just take a moment just to check it out and see if you can understand what I'm talking about a little bit with this topic. Okay, thanks for tuning in. I will see you next week.